Hi, I'm Brando Rosales. Usually, nakikita nyo ako nagre-review ng mga Suzuki motorcycles for motopinas.com. Pero ngayon, switch naman tayo to 4 wheels with the all-new Suzuki Fronx. As we begin 2026, so yeah, most of you may be looking for your first vehicle na pwede nyong ipang daily, meaning pang trabaho. And at the same time, during weekends, pwede nyong pang, let's say, car camping or pang long drive. So, you might be looking for a car like new Suzuki Fronx. So as you can see, very modern na yung design niya. It has a split headlight. And since this is the top-of-the-line version, it has the ADAS. Meron siyang sensor dito for additional safety.
Up front, the split headlight design gives it a modern, almost premium feel. Yung DRL nasa itaas, yung main headlights naman ay nasa lower part ng bumper, giving the car a wider, more planted stance. From the side, the coupe-like roofline sets it apart from the more traditional crossovers. And around the back, the sculpted tailgate and slim taillights keep things tidy and contemporary.
So silipin naman natin ang engine bay. The all-new Suzuki Fronx is powered by a 1.5-liter naturally aspirated engine, so meaning walang turbo, paired to a 6-speed transmission with sport mode. That means meron siyang manual or paddle shift, yung mga nakikita natin usually sa mga high-end na sasakyan. At meron itong belt starter generator. What it means, it's basically bagong technology siya na tumutulong to make the engine more efficient, especially sa mga arangkada. Pantulong yon sa pangtipid ng konsumo. Isa rin sa napansin ko dito sa all-new Suzuki Fronx is mataas yung mounting ng kanyang air filter. What it means is that pag may nadaanan kang medyo hindi naman ganun kalalim na baha, it's nakakadagdag ng confidence yun na maitatawid mo tong sasakyan sa mga ganong scenario. So, pasok naman tayo sa loob, tignan natin yung interior. Okay, simulan natin yung impressions dito sa likod nito Suzuki Fronx. As you can see, for a Pinoy size, napakaganda nung yung legroom. It has enough legroom for a person about my height, which is 5'6". So, tingin ko kahit medyo matangkad kayo sa akin, hindi kayo masisikipan. And additionally, ito yung isa ko pang napansin dito is kung meron kayong car seat, yung pangbata, meron siyang mounting for ISOFIX, so additional safety. Also, ito rin, may sarili siyang vent dito sa likod. So, alam mo yun, minsan galing sa parking, mainit, mabilis siya mapapalamig yung cabin. May mga extrang lalagyanan dito. And sa pang napaka-importante, lalo na ngayon, puro tayo cellphone, may sarili siyang charging port dito. USB-A and USB-C. So, check naman natin doon sa harapan. Alright, dito sa harapan, ang first thing na nagustuhan ko dito is yung steering wheel. You know, usually ito yung mga parang sporty na design na nakikita natin sa mga mas mamahaling European brands. And overall, yung feel nitong interior is hindi ganun na, alam mo yung puro plastic na which is common sa ganitong price range ng mga competitors. And I think Suzuki did a really nice job on making the owner feel premium, yung pagka-premium ng kahit dito sa interior. And speaking of premium, the room, yung tong headspace, yung dito pwede ko pang ipatong yung ano ko rin. It's very comfortable for the driver. And I think that's siguro yun yung binabayaran dito when it comes to, comfortable, tsaka yung premium feel niya.
The dual-tone dashboard gives the interior some personality, while the infotainment screen is crisp and responsive. The steering wheel feels good in the hands at komportable yung upuan kahit sa long drive. The wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto work seamlessly, which is a bigger deal than it sounds, lalo na kung naipit ka sa traffic sa EDSA.
So driving tayo ngayon, napansin ko lang dito, although medyo maliit yung windshield niya compared to most cars these days, maganda pa rin naman yung field of vision niya. Wala siyang ganong kadaming blind spot per se. And with regard to its ride naman, personally, I find it na hindi matagtag. Ako, medyo sanay ako sa sasakyan. Nagkaroon ako ng sasakyan na matagtag. Nagkaroon ako ng sasakyan na comfortable. Hindi siya. Nandun siya sa part na swabe yung ride niya. Kinakain lang din niya yung kagaya nito. Kadadaan lang namin dun sa tollgate ng NLEX. Paglabas mo dun, maraming mga lubak-lubak. Kinain lang niya lahat. So, it speaks for itself na, again, Suzuki made a lot of effort na para pagandahin yung build quality nito. And speaking of build quality, hindi siya maugong at napakatahimik nung cabin niya habang nagmamaneho. So, yun din yung isa sa mga nagustuhan ko. As with regards naman sa fuel efficiency nito, nakuha ko ng 21 kilometers per liter nung bumiyahe ako sa south from my home to Tagaytay. Sa city naman, Makati, Quezon City, driving around for a few days now, the best I got was 15 kilometers per liter. So, not bad. I mean, 1.5 liter yung makina. And yun nga, kahit pang highway mo or pang harabas mo, is matipid naman siya. So, if meron lang akong concern sa power, personally, I'm speaking for myself, medyo nakukulangan ako ng tulak eh. Well, siguro dahil sanay ako sa sasakyan or yung mga motor na ginagamit ko, medyo, kumbaga nga, may sipa ng konti. Ito, medyo nakukulangan ako. But then again, yun yung trade-off eh. Gusto mo nang matipid, then, siyempre, medyo itotono yung makina para dun sa tipid, which is maganda pang daily, di ba? 15 kilometers city driving, malaking bagay na yun kung nagtitipid ka. Di ba? Sabi nga nila, the other way na kung gusto mo magtipid, kung ayaw magkotse, magtitipid, mag-scooter ka. Kung ayaw mo naman mag-scooter, kotse ka, eto yon, Fronx. So, isa pang napansin ko rito is kapag yung isasara yung pinto, medyo kailangan bibigatan mo yung kamay mo para maisara. Which is, I find it very unusual for a crossover SUV like the Fronx. But then again, sanayan lang siguro. If meron pa akong isang napansin, which is hindi naman concern, is yung gulong niya, it's running on 16-inch tires, which is good kasi napaka-common ng 16 na gulong. What it means is that by the time na mapudpud mo, magpapalit ka na, mura lang yung maintenance ng gulong mo. Mura lang. Ikaw, gusto mo, brand new. Of course, mas maganda kung brand new. Pero kung second hand din naman yung medyo budgeted, pasok pa rin. Very, very common ang 16 na gulong. Lastly, this Suzuki Fronx is equipped with ADAS, Adaptive Cruise Control, which makes it more convenient for drivers. I mean, i-translate ko. Ibig sabihin nun, pag nasa highway ka, pwede mo lang iset yung speed mo, and then siya na bahala doon. Siya maggagasolina nun. I-maintain niya yung speed mo. Well, adaptive cruise control naman, let's say merong biglang sasakyan sa front mo, siya na rin ang bahala doon. Ipepreno niya, ikikeep niya yung safe distance, which is, again, very good for a 1.3 million na sasakyan. Added safety, added convenience for your driver. So, yun yung isa sa mga nagustuhan ko rito sa Suzuki Fronx. Tara, balik na tayo sa warehouse. So this is the top of the line Suzuki Fronx and its SRP is 1,299,000 pesos. Medyo nasa upper end siya ng, in terms of pricing compared to its competitors. So I think medyo challenging it for Suzuki to sell it. But then again, considering Suzuki's track record in terms of reliability and safety, and it's loaded with advanced features, you might want to consider this as your first car or an additional to your growing garage. So tell us what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to like and share on our Facebook and YouTube channels. This is Brando Rosales of AutoIndustria.com. Takbong banayad lang.